So, you're putting in the hours at the gym, you're training your shoulders, but you're just not seeing that wide, round, powerful look you're after. It's one of the most common frustrations out there. Well, today, that ends. We are going to break down the complete blueprint to build some seriously impressive 3D shoulders.
Let's just get right into it. Why aren't your shoulders growing? I can pretty much guarantee it's not because you aren't working hard enough. Nope. The real reason is probably a lot simpler, and it's something we can start fixing, like, right now. And here's the big secret. You're probably only training 1/3 of your shoulder. Seriously, think about it. Most people just do some overhead presses, maybe some front raises, and call it a day. They are completely forgetting about the parts of the muscle that actually give you that awesome width and that 3D pop from the side.
Okay, so let's get into the anatomy a little bit. Because look, to build a muscle right, you have to understand what it is you're working with. Your shoulder isn't just one big blob of a muscle. It's more like a team of 3. And each member of that team needs its own specific kind of attention. That team is called the deltoid, or delts, you've heard that. Getting to know all 3 heads of this muscle group, the front, the side, and the rear, is the absolute key. It's what unlocks that strong, balanced, and seriously impressive shoulder development we're all after.
Let's break it down real simple. Your front delt, that's for pushing things forward. The side delt, that's the moneymaker right there. That's what creates that crucial width. And the rear delt, the one everyone forgets, it pulls everything back, giving you depth and, as a bonus, helps fix that rounded, slumped forward posture. You neglect any one of these, and you're just leaving gains on the table. It's that simple.
All right, enough of the science lesson. You get the why, so now let's get to the how. This is it, the complete blueprint. It's a step-by-step workout designed to smash every single one of those muscle heads for maximum growth.
We're kicking things off with the undisputed king of all shoulder exercises, the shoulder press. This is our foundation. It's the big, heavy-hitter compound move that's going to build your overall strength and thickness before we get into the finer details.
Now, the key here is all about control, not just ego lifting. You want to lower the weight to about ear level, nice and controlled, and then press up powerfully without turning your back into a giant arch. The whole goal is to feel the shoulder muscle doing all the work, not just using momentum to swing the weight up.
Okay, now that we've built our base of strength with the press, it's time to start isolating. We're going to start with the front raise to specifically carve out the front of the shoulder. This is what gives it that full, rounded look from the front.
Listen, form is everything on this one. You have to go light. The goal isn't to move a ton of weight, it's to isolate that front delt. Raise the dumbbell only up to shoulder height, get a little squeeze at the top, and then control it all the way back down. If you have to swing your body to get it up, the weight is too heavy. Drop the ego. And now, for what I think is the single most important exercise for building wide shoulders, the lateral raise. This movement directly hits that side delt, and that is the muscle responsible for creating that impressive V-taper that makes you look wider.
Okay, pay really close attention here. We're aiming for a higher rep range, 12 to 15, because we want to feel that burn. Go light, raise your arms slowly, think out, not up, and focus on squeezing with your side delts. Here's a great tip. If you start feeling this in your neck or your traps, the weight is too heavy. It's a classic mistake. Drop the weight.
We can't forget the back of the shoulder. The rear delt fly is easily the most underrated but absolutely essential piece of this whole puzzle. It builds the back of your shoulder, which creates that true 3D effect and, believe it or not, dramatically improves your posture.
So for these, we're again looking for that higher rep range, 12 to 15. The real secret here is to think about pulling with your rear delts. Start the movement by squeezing your shoulder blades together. This is what makes sure your shoulders don't just look wide from the front, but that they have that thick, powerful 3D pop from every single angle.
All right, now that all 3 heads of the deltoid are fired up and working, we're going to throw a curveball at them. We're introducing a really unique movement to challenge them in a new way, the Arnold press. That little rotation in this exercise hits the muscle fibers from a completely different angle.
We're just doing 3 sets of 8 reps. You start with the dumbbells in front of you, with your palms facing your body. As you press up, you rotate your wrists so that your palms are facing forward at the very top. I'm telling you, that rotation makes this so much more intense, you really don't need to go heavy at all.
All right, it's time to finish the job. We're going to end this workout with an intense burnout, designed to push you way past your limits and basically force those shoulders to grow. Get ready for it, the lateral raise drop set. Now, the protocol here is super simple, but I promise you it is absolutely brutal. You're going to grab 3 sets of dumbbells.
Do 10 reps with your heaviest, but still good form, weight. Immediately drop down to the medium weight for 10 more, and then finish with the lightweight for a final 10. And the key? No rest in between. This is just pure intensity, designed to completely exhaust the muscle and trigger brand new growth.
Look, that workout is incredibly powerful, but it's pretty much useless if you don't follow the principles that actually fuel muscle growth. So let's talk about the unbreakable rules you have to follow outside of the gym.
The golden rule, especially for a sensitive joint like the shoulder, is always choose form over ego. Controlled movements are what activate the muscle and lead to growth. Swinging around heavy weight just risks injury and, honestly, leads to a ton of frustration. You have to prioritize perfect technique every single time.
Next up, nutrition. It's so simple, you can't build a house without bricks. For your muscles, protein is those bricks. You need to be aiming for at least 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight every single day. This is totally non-negotiable if you actually want your muscles to repair themselves and grow back stronger.
And finally, let's talk about the 3 pillars that hold this entire plan up. First, consistency. It's the most important factor, period. Second is frequency. If you really want faster progress, try to hit your shoulders twice a week. And third, recovery. You have to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep because that is when your body actually does all the rebuilding.
So there you have it. That's the complete blueprint. This isn't just some random workout, it's a whole system. And I'm telling you, if you commit to this plan, the exercises, the perfect form, and those rules for growth, you are going to see significant changes in just 6 weeks.
The plan is all laid out. You have the knowledge, now it really just comes down to execution. You got to be consistent, you got to be patient, and you have to push yourself. And trust me, soon enough, you won't have to say a word. You can just let your muscles do all the talking for you.